Hi, my name is Martha Nunez, and I'm a student here at Brandman University in my Bachelor's of Social Work. I wanted to go over today a little bit about my reflective practitioner journal. This is my video and go over a few of the different questions that we needed to answer. So first, and I'm sorry I'm looking down, it talks about my surrounding area. What was my initial reaction? One word that I would use was sadness. I'm actually working at a program that's through the Department of Behavioral Health. It's a homeless program for individuals with mental illness. And although I already work for the County of San Bernardino, the city of San Bernardino is pretty sad. It just a lot of poverty and didn't really realize the neighborhoods that I would be going into, but the actual placement of the housing that we have a contract with for housing for homeless, and just the whole neighborhood was really sad. So to see individuals that are coming off the streets to be put in these housings that I thought were just, I don't know, it just it made me really reflect on how blessed I am, how lucky I am to be where I am in my life, and just not to take for granted that we could also be in that situation, and especially with mental illness, you just never know where that can take you. Okay. When we talk about the level of where I feel in the level that I was at when I came in, or where I need growth, um, the level I need growth, I think, is in the learning the program. One of the things is when you come from working in a certain area, I'm already working in crisis with individuals that may be in crisis for mental illness. But when you're actually going into a whole new program where you're trying to help them become med compliant, help them to secure housing, to be able to look for work, and then possibly get permanent placing, just learning the rules and how is that even possible. That's one of the things that I think that when I came in, I just had to really be able to have that mentality that I need to learn all I can. Okay. Um, the three areas where I feel that I would need the most work. Number one, I put that not to be judgmental. When you have individuals that are mentally ill, a lot of them also are dependent on drugs. So it's hard not to judge and think that, maybe they don't want to get well because they turn to drugs, or, just when it seems like the medication is working, they seem to stop using it. So I had to remember not to be judgmental. You never know what an individual's going through. You've never been there. And so you don't want to have that attitude, but you want to be there and supportive of them. Next, recovery. One of the things that I have to remember is recovery is possible. If we didn't feel so, we wouldn't be able to work with individuals. We want them to gain that support from us, but also learn to do things on their own. Like, for example, when we come in, individuals, they might need assistance with getting to the clinic and getting on their medication, but eventually we try to give them like a bus pass, and then teach them how to use the bus systems, and kind of give them that independence so that they're not dependent on us, but they're able to do things and take care of themselves so that they can be sufficient on their own. Last, again, learning the program was another very important thing to me, was to be able to take in all that I can. I'm working with different case managers. Each one has their own style. Learning the different resources that are available, taking note of them, just being able to do all that I can within the program, whether it's helping individuals with looking for jobs, getting a resume, going to the Social Security office and finding out their benefits, even to the point of taking individuals to look at different room and boards to rent. I mean, it's just so many things. In fact, our program managers just told us that even if we need to take our clients to the different clinics, or maybe they're new to the area, showing them where the library is, she said if you have to do a field trip with them just to let them know and feel comfortable, teach them how to ride the bus, whatever it is we need to do, then we need to do it. She says we're the kings and queens of resources, and so we want to be there for our clients and give them all the support they need, because eventually our goal is from temporary housing to eventually permanent housing. So I really appreciate being able to be in a position where I can learn so much. Again, it is hard to do sometimes because it weighs heavy on your heart. The individuals that you take and you're trying to help, it becomes your goal to make sure that they do secure housing, that, because I'll give you an example. Right now I have a client that's 22 years old, and it's very hard for me because I have a child that's in his 20s, and to think that this young guy with mental illness has no family, he has no support, and just being able to be there and say, you know what, I'm going to help him if it's getting back into school, or to be able to, to focus and not feel like, he doesn't have any hope. This program is about hope and helping individuals to succeed and eventually stay off the street. So I appreciate this class, and I'm very just happy to be able to do this, and really excited about this blog because I want to see where I'm at in the next couple of weeks. All right. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.